Yeah, so this is what we're going to talk about today, is my intuitive movement sessions that I keep posting about on Mondays and Thursdays. Intuitive movement is basically where it came from. Is I'm a Reiki practitioner, and so I do Reiki healing for myself on literally anyone, everything, just to radiate Reiki energy. And so that's where it came from, was me trying to figure out how to explore Reiki, because generally nowadays when Reiki came to America, we westernized it, and so Reiki is just like people put their hands on you and they channel the energy, send it to you. That is not the original Reiki. That is the westernized version of it, and it really lost a lot of what Reiki is. And Reiki itself has to be accepted from the individual on an individual stance. Like, you can go to a Reiki session, yes, you'll feel more relaxed, but if you're not accepting the energy, if you're not acknowledging what energy blockages are blocking where, you're not really doing much. And so my approach to this is intuitive movement, and intuitive movement incorporates my Reiki teachings, my understanding of Reiki, and how Reiki transformed from Usui, the originator of Reiki. Actually, his practice of Reiki, with the symbols and everything, if you're a Reiki practitioner, went from Reiki being him. He was practicing Reiki on himself, for himself, but then when he was teaching it in big, large groups, and he was teaching it through movement. They were moving like a Tai Chi class, or like Kung Fu, or like those type of movements. People were going through this, and they were embodying the entirety of what Reiki was. It wasn't a put your hands there and you lay there for an hour. That's just not the origin of what Reiki was. It was Usui was standing in this class doing the movements, guiding people through what he was doing, and in doing that, they were doing Reiki on themselves. He wasn't going around and being like, now you're a Reiki practitioner. You just had a Reiki session. You're relaxed now. He was guiding people through these movements, Kung Fu, Qigong, Tai Chi, all of those type of energies and understandings. He was using that understanding to fully embody this healing energy that he came into knowing. Of course, using the symbols and everything to connect with different aspects of the universal energy, but he wasn't doing Reiki on everyone. He was leading a class who was doing Reiki on themselves. And so that's really the origin of my intuitive movement. As I came into I was trying to figure out how to get across to others that they are their own healer, that they are their own person that can do their own healing. They don't need a Reiki practitioner. They don't need all of these people. They have themselves. I have myself, you have yourself. So that's that. But so my intention is for intuitive movement is to allow our personal healing abilities to heal us. So as I'm healing myself, I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing in these sessions. I'm just guiding you through how I go through it, how I visualize it, how I process things. On a generalized stance, so I'm not being like, take a look at your abandonment issues. And now take a look at your fear of commitment. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just take a look at any dark spots. Now look at it. What does it bring up? That type of stuff. And so that is the intention that I'm bringing, is just to allow your own healing abilities to come through and heal you, as mine are healing me. And so my intention for everything, my holistic movement healing side of me, is to awaken you to your own inner healer. That is honestly, that wording came to me, and it's still processing, but that part, awaken you to your own inner healer, that part is staying the same. And then it goes on and it goes into and guide you to develop this gift of healing Still working on that wording, that verbiage, but my intention is to awaken you to your own inner healer. And at the same time, I'm still coming into understanding of my own inner power, my own inner understanding of myself and my healing abilities. But my understanding and my belief, it's not even just my understanding, because our understandings can change based on what we come into contact with and that knowledge that we know. But my belief, this is my belief, I've thought about this quite a bit, but you are your own most powerful healer. You are. It's not me. Like, yes, you can go to the Reiki practitioner. Yes, you can go to the acupuncturist. You can go to the doctor. You can go to the oils. You can go to the witch doctor. You can go to all of these people. But you have to go to them, and you have to show up, and you have to listen to them, acknowledge what they're saying, and process it. Without you processing, like, they're not gonna just like throw a bunch of stuff at you and your body's just like, yep, now I'm healed. No, it's just not how it works. It comes into knowing that you are your most powerful healer, your own most powerful healer, because you have to accept all of the energy that you put yourself around, you put yourself in, and that is the basis for my intuitive movement. That's the basis for my holistic movement healing, is that I am here to help awaken you to your own inner healer. With that, going into the intuitive movement sessions, just talking a little bit about like what goes on there. I have a little bit of a guide just in general to see like how I can best go through things. But generally, I try to ground us into our body first. So that's the first thing I want to do, is because there's so much happening, so many things happening all day, every day. But I really try to just like ground us into our body, doing some type of grounding exercise. Recently, it's been a lot of like rubbing, and that's been my like favorite, or like tapping, wherever it is. It's been really, really nice, really grounding just into your body, because like the thought bubbles, the energy of the environment, there's so many things going on. And so that's the first of every single session, is really just getting into you, getting into your body, where you are, as you are. And then from there, slowly coming into the energy that we're about to explore. And so tonight, specifically, we're going to explore the lower mental body, which is yellow, which is fun, which is playful. And so it's going to be a little different. I'm still trying to figure out how to best approach it, but it's going to be really, I'm excited. But yeah, so we go into the energy, and we slowly enter into that. But then we become, as we go in, we kind of like figure our way in, and then allow us to become that layer, allow ourselves to exist in that energy. And that is incredible, because you can feel your expansiveness, and this expansiveness that you feel is always there. It's so interesting, because even myself, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was that. That's interesting. Oh, that's where that tension comes from. Okay, we're just gonna, cool. So really just slowly entering into and existing in that energy, and then becoming one with that energy. And it's just so, I love it so much. Next little portion is accepting any misfits present. And so it was interesting when I was writing my notes, because the misfits that come present are like, if there's any like dark spots that are like floating around your aura, or if there's any like bumps or grooves, we're just gonna acknowledge them. You can like smooth them over if you want, and I'll guide you through that process. Or you can just hold the bubble and acknowledge it, look at it, observe it, see what's going on there. You can release it, or you can allow it out of your energy. And that's so incredible to me, because you're doing that. It's not me. I'm not right there next to you being like, yeah, so hold the bubble and then let it go because of this, because of this, because of this. No, I'm like, okay, so take a look at your little bubble and then let it leave, let it go. And that's you being your healer. It's not me being your healer. That's you. So, fun fact, I'm drinking out of a wine glass, but it's tea, so just so we're aware. She's yummy today. Anyways, so yeah, I guide you through healing yourself, Because yes, I'm a healer. I have the knowledge. I have all the skills and abilities. But I'm like the healer. Majority of the world is not like aware of their own healing abilities. So that's where I come in. And I'm like, you can heal yourself. You don't need me to heal you. I'm just here to help you, guide you through how you heal yourself. It's so incredible, so amazing. Okay, so so we go from acknowledging any misfits there, and then we can release, or you can just observe and then allow them if they don't feel like it's quite ready to let them go because there's still a lesson there. Which is really interesting because you can go so deep in this intuitive movement, like just with one little thing. Just be like, okay, so moving through this energy field, what's going on here? Why does it feel thick? Why does it feel flowy? Why does it feel fluid? Why does it feel heavy? Like, you can ask all the why questions and then go into, okay, so when did this start occurring? And what happened to get you there? What memories coming up? What traumas coming up? What are all the things that are stockpiling onto each other? And you just come into this knowing and this acknowledgement of just like who you are because of where you were, because of what happened, and everything comes in because of experiences and thoughts and all of these things, and they pile up, and we haven't been taught that it's okay to let go of things. That's something I'm coming in contact with and awareness of, is like, we haven't really been taught to let go of these things. We've been taught that our brain stores them. Our brain is a file cabinet, and every single experience it goes, file, close, lock, and it never leaves anywhere. You can literally dump out the file cabinet. You don't need all of those experiences. Yes, you'll still have the knowledge of them, but you don't need the weight of them. It's so amazing. And then as we go through it and we're exploring and we're releasing, observing, and doing the stuff, we come back. I try to get us back a little bit slowly, so I try to come back visually first. And so you'll still explore that energy and how it feels around you and how it feels with you and how it is with you, but with your eyes open instead of closed, because a lot of times, since it is a more guided meditation, I close my eyes so I can really feel what's going on. So just exploring how it is with our eyes open, because our eyes are open most of the day. So seeing how that is there, and then coming back physically, just allowing that energy to almost embrace you and absorb into you as it still surrounds you, and then you're one, and then you're there, and then it's so incredibly amazing, because that is healing. You just healed yourself on some aspect, because first of all, you gave yourself time to step into exploring what's going on with you. Second, you literally looked at your energy, observed it, or literally released it, however it is. You can't be wrong in this. Literally, one of the best things my Reiki master taught me was that you can't be wrong. I remember I was actually going through my emails the other day, and I found my emails going back and forth with her, and one of my questions was, so how do I actually connect? How do I know what's going on there? This is way back when I was way back. But she was like, well, so this is what I do, but honestly, you can't go wrong. You just have the intention, and then you are. And it's so incredibly amazing. So amazing. But yeah, so that's how that went. And and then afterwards, of course, I asked for feedback, because I'm a guide. So is there anything I can do to better guide you? Is there anything else that you think you could have used more time in, or more guidance? Should I have talked more? Should I have talked less? What's going on there? But yeah, so that's the main intention, is just awakening you to your own inner healer, but then also awakening you to knowing that you are healing yourself. It's not just like, oh yeah, so you just healed yourself, because that's just like, okay, cool. But no, you healed yourself. You are a healer. You healed yourself. You can do this to yourself at any time. And of course, it's just like when you're doing like normal meditations and stuff, for those who meditate, you can meditate on your own. You can meditate with people. You can meditate like guided meditations on YouTube. You can do all the things, or you can just meditate alone in silence. You can do all of those things, and I'm just like the guided meditation on YouTube. You just tune into me when you feel like you need to. And I'll be here doing the thing because I love it so much. And tonight we're doing the lower mental, astral, the lower mental auric body. And so that's like the third layer. Let's see. So we have the etheric body, which is like generally few inches above you, and then you have the emotional body, which is a little bit higher, and then we have the lower mental body. Okay, and of course your distance between your levels is always different for literally everyone. I won't, like, if you ask me, I could probably tell you in that moment, but it's always changing moment to moment, second to second, and it's incredible. So I do want to, it's incredible. I do want to open it up to be doing personal sessions, though, like one-on-one sessions, because then I can tune into, it would be like a full body Reiki, like I was talking about. So I would be doing my own thing with you, guiding you through doing your own thing, and then I would use my intention, my awareness and stuff, and my teachings and learnings, and I would actually help assist in whatever it is that you're going through, and whatever you need to release, whatever needs to be cleansed and brushed away. So I am opening it up for personal sessions, just because it's a thought, and I figured I'd get the thought out there so that the universe is doing its thing, as I'm doing my thing. But yeah, it's really, really incredible, really amazing. I love it so much. Intuitive movement, holistic movement healing, that is me, and that's what I'm going for, and that's so exciting. I'm so excited for this to be global. Like, I feel like this is that thing that's like, people need this, and I have this, and I need to spread it. I need to let people know what's going on. And doing these little lives is helping me to articulate what's actually happening and what actually I am doing, and how it can actually help people. Because so many people don't even think about their energy. They're like, oh, my body's sore. And I'm like, okay, did you have an argument yesterday? Or did you actually like work out really hard? Or have you like not been doing so much, and your midsection is hurting because you haven't been giving yourself that playtime? You haven't been giving yourself that relaxed time. You haven't been giving yourself the me time. Are you having headaches because you're taking on too many psychic things that you're not aware of? Like, so many empaths don't know those headaches are from you taking on the external people, the external environment that you're in. You're not blocking it out, and so it's just like bombarding your brain. But intuitive movement allows that to brush away. And we'll even teach little like protective tips. That's another thing on holistic movement healing, is just little tips on like how you can better protect yourself. Easy. But yeah, so that was that. Wow. It's already been 20 minutes. Y'all, time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, so that's intuitive movement. She's exciting. But yeah, so that's really what I had to talk about. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Send me a little message, DM me, whatever it is. You can email me if you want. But I check my Instagram more often. So go ahead and message me if you want the password as well, because we are doing a session tonight, since it is Monday and Thursday. Tonight's a session at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll be exploring I almost said emotional. That was last week. This week we're doing the lower mental, so we're finally moving up into that yellow, that solar plexus chakra, which is radiating out and around into your creating that lower mental body. So that's that. And so we're really getting into that fun, playful spirit and just what all is going on there, because especially for some reason, this new moon in Gemini is just like, you're not having fun. So we're gonna nip that in the bud. So we're gonna explore that tonight, and it's going to be so awesome. I'm so excited. Gonna be some, yeah, we'll see what happens. Because every time it's intuitive movement, so as I'm doing it, I'm being intuitively guided to do what I need. And generally, the people who show up need the same or similar or process it however they want, and there's literally no way to do it wrong. You could sit there and just listen to me, and there would still be healing going on. You can dance around and bounce around and listen, and you'd still be doing it. Like, whatever it is, whatever you need, this is just a free space. So, again, it's on Zoom tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Message me for the password, and I just can't wait. But with that, I'm Landon, and I help awaken you to your own inner healer. Follow Holistic Movement Healing if you hadn't already for more consciously awakening stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time.